Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back. Welcome to our fortnightly video series looking at the English Pokemon TCG. We're going to go over all of the new products and cards that have been announced over the last 2 weeks. Not a huge amount this time around, but we've got some interesting ones, so let's jump right in. First off, quick update on a previously released promo, the Team Rocket Zapdos that we got over here at GameStop, which we had confirmed was getting the set logo version in Asia, has now been confirmed to have an EB Games version releasing in Australia and New Zealand. I hadn't been able to find confirmation when we did the video 2 weeks ago, but someone did confirm it, and they have now started popping up on eBay and other places, so you can definitely get that one. Kind of the big news is that we know that the next main series set is going to be called Mega Evolution. This is not a Scarlet and Violet set anymore. This is the start of a brand new series. So likely sets after this are going to be called Mega Evolution and then a subtitle. The same way, we've had Scarlet Violet and then Scarlet Violet Paldea Evolved. So unsure how long this will last, but this is the next era of the English Pokemon TCG. We did already know, I think it was as early as Worlds last year, that Mega Pokemon were going to be coming back to the TCG, and this is where it's going to start. Looking at it from a collector's perspective, what we know so far is that regular versions of the Mega Pokemon EX will be numbered throughout the set in the same way that, the regular EXs have, the Vs have, basically everything since Black and White era. We also know that illustration rares will be staying, at least for the start of this era. They've revealed a couple of these already from that first set. And one big change that we do have is that item cards are now able to receive the full art ultra rare treatment, as opposed to only receiving the hyper rare treatment as they used to. The ultra rare treatment full arts were reserved for Pokemon and supporters, so it'll be cool to see some items in those slots. Personally, I hope it means that they're taking the Pokemon out of that slot, because as you know, I don't really like full art Pokemon that much compared to the supporters, and of course compared to the illustration rares and special illustration rares we get for Pokemon. I would really like it if we just had illustration and special illustration for Pokemon, and then the ultra rare full art slot was filled up with a lot of supporters and a lot of items, and then we still got a few hyper rare golds picked out from each at the end of the set. But that's just me crossing my fingers and hoping. We'll know more about it as the set gets closer. We are still quite a way out from this set. This one comes after the Black and White set, which that one hasn't even started releasing yet. It's kind of crazy that because there is still a Prismatic Evolutions product to release, I think in September, we're gonna have products tied to specific sets releasing at the same time for 3 different sets, or 4 different sets if you count the Black and White as 2 separate sets, which they technically are, because we're getting Prismatic Evolution specific products, the Black and White set specific products, and now Mega Evolution specific products that are all going to be coming out basically at the same time because of just how much of an overlap they put on these special sets, the special series sets, and just how quickly things are churning out. I think there needs to be some kind of a pullback on this, if I'm honest. I do try and keep this just to news rather than too much for opinions, but the fact that we're seeing spoilers for Black Bolt, White Flare, and now Mega Evolution all at the same time, and we know that there are still these other products coming for these other sets, and we're not even a month out from the release of Destined Rivals, it just feels like a lot. It just feels like an overwhelming amount of stuff that people can't get excited about because the next thing is just always there so quick. The one thing I'm most interested to see is, are we going to be starting a new Black Star promo numbering, or will the English TCG save that until the next full generation release? I think it's been pretty much confirmed that Japan is going to be starting a new Black Star promo numbering set, but obviously they've done it before where we haven't over here. The main one that I think of being the Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum era, they had a full separate numbering for Platinum after that set came out, whereas over here and in the rest of the world, it was just Diamond and Pearl all the way up through the Platinum era as well. Personally, I do hope that they actually break off and start a new promo numbering, but we'll see. One new product announcement, this is a Blaziken EX and Volcanion EX Premium Collection. Comes with 10 packs, a Blaziken EX, Volcanion EX, and a Jumbo of the Blaziken EX. The 2 regular EXs appear to just be regular cards from sets. There's no logo or anything on them, like we've seen with those recent Ogerpon boxes. Don't believe they're Black Star promos. Think the only thing exclusive here is going to be the Jumbo. In previous years, we've seen stores doing stuff like this leading up to Black Friday and Christmas, where there's box sets like this released with a new jumbo, but with just reprints of cards from sets. You know, in previous years we had the V-Star boxes like Shaman and Darkrai. Different stores got different ones. So this is one where if you care about jumbos, go for it. If you don't need to worry. It's planned for release on September 5th, and according to its Amazon page, in the US this is going to be an Amazon exclusive. We don't know about the rest of the world just yet, but over here, Amazon only. And finally, an announcement of a card that I am actually very excited about. This is a World Championship Pikachu. So this is pretty similar to a Pikachu card we got last year leading up to Worlds. They haven't said anything about the release of it yet. However, if it matches last year, this will be given out in huge numbers, not just at Worlds itself, but also at Pokemon leagues. I believe last year they had leagues run stuff during Worlds weekend where you could get this card. I think there are plenty of other places to get it. I think it's a very, very cheap card from the previous years, so hopefully this one will be very, very easy to get. If it does follow the release of the last couple of years, however, with Pikachu cards, there is likely going to be a version without the Worlds logo released exclusively in Asia. The Pikachu from last year's Worlds had no logo on it at all in Asia, so that'll be another Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines exclusive promo. Those likely will come out in September, October, if we're getting one. Like I say, that bit is just speculation at this point, but that would match up with previous years. But what is really exciting me about this card is the artwork. If we look at the artwork up close, you can see it's Pikachu fighting Iron Thorns, and looks like a cool battle that they've got going on, similar to the previous ones actually, where Pikachu was fighting, I think, Charizard and Mew. But if you look in the background of this card, behind the two of them, you can see that they're actually fighting at Disneyland in Anaheim. They're at the Disney California Adventure. You can see the silhouettes of the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel back there, which is a very, very cool touch. People who don't know, I do enjoy Disney. Myself and Laura, we had our honeymoon at the Anaheim Disneyland, and we're going back there again after Worlds this year. We're going to be spending, I think, 4 days there after Worlds. So this is very, very cool to see. This is a very nice touch on the artwork for this Pikachu. In terms of promo numbering, this is Black Star promo 225 from the SVP promos. So if we are switching when Mega Evolution comes out, this is likely going to be one of the very last numbered ones. We obviously have all the promo numbers and stuff for Black Bolt and White Flare coming. Those all even fit in before the illustration promos from last year's illustration contest, and even those ones only go up to 215, so there's still a 9-card gap between the last one that we know and this Pikachu. So the World's promo itself will probably be in there. There'll be some other products and stuff coming out, but maybe we do cap off this set of Black Star promos at around 225. Of course, just a bit more speculation there, and we will know for sure once they make some announcements. Alright, and that's it from me for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Hopefully you enjoy catching up on all of the Pokemon news from the last couple of weeks. If you're someone who's a regular watcher of the channel, what I will tell you based on the questions I get, I hope Coffee Talks comes back. It is depending on David. David is busy with life stuff at the moment, is how I'll put it. I know people know he's been looking at selling some of the collection and stuff if he has to, so things are a bit busy for him at the moment. I do have a new project planned, which I'm hoping to fill in. Maybe you'll see that next week. My plan is to have this new project, which I don't want to talk about too much, so I don't want to jinx it, filling in the alternate Wednesdays outside of when I'm doing these news videos. So I'm looking forward to that if I can get that off the ground. But either way, there will be more coming on the channel, more opening videos, more information videos, and then, of course, fortnightly news videos. Lots of good stuff. As I've said, hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks again for watching. Let me know in the comments if you think I missed anything in terms of news, or if there's anything that you spot in the next couple of weeks you want to make sure I get. Drop that a comment down below, and I'll see you next time.
We would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who chooses to support the DJ Gigabyte channel on Patreon. Join us to help out and get a look behind the scenes.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome Pokemon content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all!